Everyone's heard of The Exorcist, but what if I told you the horror didn't just come from a movie script? Today, we're diving into the real-life story that inspired one of the scariest movies ever made. Our story begins in 1949, in a quiet neighborhood in Maryland. A young boy, known only by the pseudonym Roland Doe, began experiencing disturbing events after the sudden death of his beloved Aunt Harriet. But these weren't just any disturbances. After his aunt's passing, Roland started hearing strange scratching sounds. Objects in his house began moving on their own, and he even felt an unseen force physically assault him. Desperate for answers, Roland's family sought help from doctors and psychologists, but nothing could explain the violent and eerie occurrences. They eventually turned to the Catholic Church, and their case caught the attention of two Jesuit priests, Father William Bowdern and Father Raymond Bishop. With the church's approval, the priests began performing a series of exorcisms on Roland, hoping to free him from what they believed to be demonic possession. But each session only seemed to bring darker manifestations. According to eyewitness accounts, as the exorcism began, Roland's body would shake uncontrollably, his voice would change, and strange words would appear scratched on his skin. He even started to speak languages he had never learned. One of the most chilling moments came when Roland, reportedly in a deep, growling voice, warned the priest to stop or face death. After weeks of failed attempts, Father Bowdern organized a final exorcism. They say it was during this last intense session that Roland suddenly screamed, "Saint Michael!" As he shouted the name of the archangel, the room reportedly filled with a blinding light. And just like that, it was over. Roland Doe was free. Once free, Roland reportedly had no memory of the ordeal, and his family resumed a normal life. But the priests and others involved were deeply shaken by the events they had witnessed. This horrifying true story reached the ears of author William Peter Blatty, who used it as the basis for his novel, The Exorcist. The book and later the film adaptation terrified audiences, introducing the world to a horror beyond imagination. To this day, the real story behind The Exorcist continues to haunt us. Was it the work of an evil spirit or simply an unexplained mystery? What do you believe? Let us know in the comments, and remember, some stories linger, and not every dark spirit stays in the shadows. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories from Nightmare Creek.